as I say here, he doesn't really want to have this discussion about what a woman means, what we mean, what people mean when we say a woman, because I've invited him here to come and have this discussion, but he would much rather have this discussion in the comments, just like Nepi, and just like with Flowjob and Gandalf, all these guys. They somehow think being in the comments is some kind of debate. It's not, especially when you make a comment and don't show up for 5 hours. It isn't. But his general question is disingenuous because he's assuming that there's some single essence that's defined by some behavior or roles when people say that it's a social construct. He's demanding that people tell him exactly what that social construct is.
I
And
just posted my standard reply to him.
is it up? Let me see. Oh,
The next one.
a woman, sorry.
Yeah.
Woman is a noun, a term used to describe someone who self-identifies as a woman or feminine based on what is important to them as an individual, including gender roles, behavior, expression, identity, and or physiology. That's a really good way of
And
saying it.
that one comes from educational technology team at Sanford Medical.
And is that verbatim grammar, Ook?
Yes.
All right. Because we all know that definitions are grammar, right?
Oh,
It can't
yes.
be
Yeah.
it can't be it can't be semantics at all.
And Pirate told me that you could
It's the
not
definition I like
use,
to use as well. Look,
yeah,
I use
you
that
could
one as
not
well.
use woman in the definition of woman. He obviously doesn't understand how dictionaries work because it's quite simple. Woman, noun, dung.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He's just got his undies in a knot and has decided to die on the hill of I hate trans people.
And the thing is he doesn't want to have this discussion. Right? He just like throw out objections and he doesn't want to get into a back and forth because he knows he's not going to be able to support his position. And also because he knows that inevitably to get him to a point where he's going to have to say why this is important for him. It's because of his anti-trans position. That's what he wants to get. That's where it will lead him to, but he doesn't want to get into it. But
Plus, because he's a coward.
yeah, ultimately he is. Because I mean, at some level, he understands that it's bigotry, and so there's a shame. At least for now, he can't be too openly bigoted. So, not that no one is. There are certainly people who will be, but he doesn't want to get into that position. So he wants to pretend it's about definition of what a woman is. And Vertigo makes a really good point. Every definition is self-referential. It has to be. How do you describe something without describing it? Yeah,
Exactly.
That's a good point. Oh, he lost audio even after switching browsers. This really sucks. But yeah, so okay, so the silliness is that the roles and behaviors don't define the categories of a person. So, even if we gave a specific, quote unquote, what we consider to be a woman, what each individual considers a woman, it doesn't matter. That's not what defines it. It's just describing what each one of us might expect, what we would consider to be a woman. But it doesn't mean that defines it, meaning that if someone is not doesn't fit into that definition, that doesn't make them not a woman, and it just means that our own description might be wrong. So let's just because I think one of the things that Pyrakun brings up is like he wants to know what our definitions are. So like for me, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to show Ooks definition. Let me see if I can bring it up here. I think it's like passed too far. Oh, why did I miss it? Is it still there, Ook? Oh, okay, there it is. All right. A term used to describe someone who self-identifies as a woman or feminine. So one of the things that he asked me was this, like, oh, do you accept self-identification? So what he's trying to get at is someone who, quote unquote, self-identify, some bearded, burly man self-identifying as a woman and going into a woman's bathroom, right? That's the specific outlying scenario that he wants to get into. So I would say, and this is where I would love to hear your input, is that, let's say like some such a person just says, I'm a woman, and I go into the bathroom. We know that that person doesn't, I guess we can't say we know. That person most likely isn't actually identifying as a woman. Because a trans person a trans woman who's physically a male, when they self-identifies as a woman, they're not growing a beard. They're trying very hard to look feminine. They're trying very hard to fit into the social normative idea of what a woman is. So yeah, go ahead.
And contrary to popular belief, they are not just pretending.
Exactly.
Right. They're living their best selves. They're living their
I think it's like, it's, from what I've heard, I think it's like I've heard neurochemical.
Yeah.
And about.
Well, it's definitely not someone waking up one day and saying, "Oh, I feel like a woman." That's not what it is. Yeah, I that was coming up when I said that.
Sorry.
But it definitely isn't. That's not what it is, right? Because like someone who's struggling with this all their life isn't just one day getting up and saying I'm a woman.